But what I've seen the last 3 weeks, right? Jordan Love's numbers, and this is the guy who we should really applaud because he had a period of time where he was throwing an interception every game. He was throwing inaccurate balls. You didn't really know what to expect from Jordan Love. Well, the last 3 weeks, he has 8 touchdowns, 0 picks, QBR in the 110s, and completion rating in the high 60s. So we're talking about a guy who's playing elite football currently. And in weeks prior, like he had a stretch of games, they lost 4 straight. It looked like they were dead in the water. And now they've won 5 of the last 6, where he's thrown 11 touchdowns, 2 picks. And now on the season, we look at him like he's going to have 3,500 passing yards. He's going to have approaching 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He could have potentially like maybe right now he has 10 picks. Maybe he has 13 or 14. But Jordan Love at this point, there was 2 balls in this game. And I think you probably agree.
Yes.
The Romeo Dobbs ball. We all know it.
Romeo.
It was the Romeo, dare art thou Romeo Dobbs catch / ball where he slings it. Very reminiscent of, dare I say, Aaron Rodgers.
On the broadcast, they pulled it up and side-by-sided it.
Dare I say also Brett Favre, another Packers icon as well. You make that throw, we're like, whoa, Jordan Love. I see something there.
Yeah.
And then he made another ball to Christian Watson. We're like, whoa, Jordan Love. Not bad. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe there is something with this Jordan Love kid. Because as we know, this is basically his rookie year. He had some rookie struggles, as we often point to, with some of these other guys who struggle out the gate. But since then, the last 4 weeks, he's played as a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. 11 touchdowns, 2 picks. You can't really argue it there. And moving forward now, it's like, I think with more of these wins and as they approach the playoffs, with him becoming the guy in Green Bay, with the young talent they have with Christian Watson and Jaden Reed and Luke Musgrave when he comes back, Aaron Jones.
Wicks, yeah.
They have some really nice players. They've done a great job draft-wise. The last guy I also want to shout out outside of Jordan Love is none other than Mr. Matt Lafleur.
Coach Eyebrows, yeah.
So this is a team, they were 2-6 at one point. They looked dead in the water. We're like, guess this Packers team, they're going to pack it up, draft a quarterback next year, and rebuild, maybe fire Matt Lafleur. Well, he coached his ass off in this game. He had maybe the best coaching performance I've seen him coach, if not this year, maybe of his career to this point. Beating the defending champions in a convincing fashion, playing good defense, opening the playbook up for Jordan Love to make plays. And they won convincingly, as they should, even with a couple plays that didn't go their way. They played great football, and give a lot of credit to the Packers. They're in the mix now, and they might actually make the playoffs.
Yeah, you have to give a lot of credit to the Green Bay Packers here because you're also playing without Jair Alexander and Aaron Jones, who are arguably your 2 best players on that football team right now. And for me, I was someone who this season, I was like, I can't really make a judgment on Jordan Love until the season is over because he's going to have these moments where he goes through and struggles. I've seen Josh Allen play horrible for the first 2 years of his career. I've seen Jalen Hurts struggle coming out of his career. The only quarterbacks I've seen Trevor play pretty terrible coming out of his career. Kenny Pickett wasn't very awe-inspiring, and then Justin Herbert has kind of just stayed the same throughout his entire career, if not regressed. So with Jordan Love, I was like, let's see what happens as the season progresses. I really can't make a judgment till I see him play an entire season. Then he starts 2-6. Really, that Raiders game was the one that gave me cause to pause and was the bad taste I really couldn't get out of my mouth. I'm like, okay, let me keep giving him another shot. And then Jordan Love comes out of the gate, just week in, week out, starts getting better. And then what Matt Lafleur told him was, sometimes you just got to breathe and let it rip. And that's what Jordan Love was doing in this game because he completed that pass down the field to Romeo Dobbs. And what you want to see from your franchise quarterback, numbers are great. You have those, but you want to see the mouth on the floor dropping. Like, I literally got up and was walking around the room. I was like, that was an amazing throw. And then he follows it up with that touchdown pass to Christian Watson. And that's a relationship that's going to mature and then grow as the season goes on. And one thing the Packers can do is draft extremely well, especially second round wide receivers. We've seen it with the Jordy Nelsons. We've seen it with even someone like Greg Jennings. And now they drafted Devontae. And now you draft Christian Watson. Romeo Dobbs is looking a lot better. And then you have Jordan Love, where if a guy makes a mistake, it's not the same as you making a mistake where Aaron Rodgers is throwing you the ball, where he's not going to throw it to you or look your way the rest of the game or the next few weeks. weeks, Jordan Love is also making mistakes, so he still has that confidence. And as the game went on, after he completed those two throws, you saw him trying more stuff too. You start to see the confidence build with Jordan Love where he was trying to do some throws. I'm like, maybe pump the brakes a little bit, but I like the confidence there. And then the throwing motion, they did the side by side with Aaron Rodgers. And then with that pass to Romeo Doubs, was like, did you see how far he dropped back in the pocket? Rushers coming at him against the top 5 defense in the league. The Chiefs defense is no slouch. This is the unit that's holding them together. Then he just falls back, falling away, drops it in the bucket with 2 guys right in his face there. So Jordan Love is a guy that could take him over the top. And now that Jordan Love is pushing the ball down the field, what does that do? Well, now you're seeing A.J. Dillon start to get the run game going. So the Green Bay Packers are a very dangerous team because they do have one of the better defenses in the league, and their defense has great players everywhere. And then you also have Aaron Jones, who could come back, and you would still have a really solid 1-2 punch at running back. And then Luke Musgrave has been one of the better rookie tight ends this year. So you have enough weapons where if you get to the playoffs and you're a little frisky, you could definitely make some noise.